Don't let ugly people feel like they're on the same level as you. Well, now what did I say was shallow? Probably, but the truth still stands. Now, the reason I'm making this topic is because I keep seeing how people be like oh well, this beautiful, gorgeous girl is single, so we're gonna be all right. Or how I see oh, he cheated on her, she's beautiful, there's no hope for us. Or like, man, she gets everything because she's beautiful. Like, don't be representation for these people, exotical Barbies. You're an exotical Barbie. You don't have to. Now, if you want to, you can. This is for the people. If you want to represent your people, go ahead, sure. But I just hate how they try to pressure us to represent. They'll have to be like oh my gosh, can they actually make her relatable? Like, I know she's pretty one now, but can they actually make her relatable? Like, shut up. And they don't, and then when you ask them like, oh, what's not relatable about her, they're like, well, she's conventionally attractive. Oh, by the way, that's what they try to say too. Like, for example, if you be like if a guy be like, oh yeah, she's hot, whatever, and then the girl be like, oh well, no, she's conventionally attractive, so like and people acting like you people can't find you attractive just because you're conventionally attractive. Like, that stops you. Like, honey, you're conventionally ugly, but we still surround you. We still talk to you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I noticed with that talking point how I've seen how they basically either try to double down on you being Zucker Barbie, or they try to relate to you. You know what I'm saying? But if they relate to you, they're gonna throw you out, in and out, in and out, just like in black spaces. For exotic Barbies, they want you to represent them, but they will be like, I feel like Estelle, you're taking too much roles in movies, and we need some for dark skinned women. You saw how they did that to Zendaya in like mid early of her career, and that's why she started speaking up for them, and I don't blame her. You know, and we noticed that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, with that being said, I have also noticed how with this exotical Barbies, they want you to relate to them because they want you to represent them. They want you to be the spokesperson. Don't be that spokesperson, exotical Barbies. Please don't. It's not going to end well. Because they really don't want you to be the spokesperson. They just want you to feel like you need to find a way to fit in with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like one of those things how they be like, oh, you're not black enough, you need to speak up for the black community. When it's no different than, it's like, if you really one of us girls, then you need to speak up for us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to say, don't do it unless you feel like doing it. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to get you anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, with that being said, another thing that I noticed is that how they try to, not only that, when I say, because there's also a few examples, they also, besides you proving that you're one of them, they will also to make fun of you in the process, or you feel like you're never good enough. And this could go along in ways like, for example, if you notice in your workspace how one of the girls, she treats you like dirt compared to other girls and whatnot, and then she'd be like, well, you're dressing a little slutty and whatnot, and it's just you wearing the same outfit as everyone else, but because your body is tea and theirs looks sloppy poppy, they're gonna get on you. You know what I'm saying? Or, for example, like, if you have like you defend for texturism, right? And or futurism or any of the isms, they're gonna look at you, they're gonna be like well, I feel as though like you don't you're not like Asian enough, you know what I'm saying? Or they'd be like, oh, you're not you know, you're something different about you. You know what I'm saying? Or they always try to out you when there's nothing to be outed about you, just for you to feel insecure, just so you can have their approval. That's one of the things the narcissists do. They bring it down so you can have their approval, so you can try to represent them, but also to them controlling. Should she represent us today? No, she need to get kicked out because like she getting too much attention. She need to remember who she is and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm moving my water bottle. So yeah, I noticed those things when I see like beautiful exotical Barbies trying to come up with their career or their workspace or whatever, that they had to deal with mean girls or in their own spaces, you know what I'm saying, like black spaces, other spaces, you know, it could be like a little community, whatnot. I noticed that. That's why I always say be multicultural, because if it goes with you, it goes with you. Therefore, you don't have to feel like you have to prove yourself to someone if your own community doesn't accept you. You know what I'm saying? Or go somewhere where it's very diverse, where it has mostly diverse people. Like for me, I go to these groups where we work out one night and together, and I would say our group is very diverse, where no one really feels excluded because what hierarchy, you know what I'm saying? I feel as though that it that with these girls, either they want you to represent them, they want you to make you fit in, they also too use you as the standard, as like the door standard, I call it, because they be like oh yeah, well, ugly people are like shallow, I mean, sorry, let me rephrase that. Pretty girls are like shallow and mean, so like we can't be friends with them. And their experience is probably like them crossing a boundary with the pretty girl. So because they went through that door, they're gonna see you as that one of those doors where it's like, she probably the same way too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I explained this right, but like kind of think of like in movies how they stereotypes us exotical Barbies as being mean, as being rude, as always being a mistress and whatnot. They gonna think that you are too. You know, because a lot of them are delusional. A lot of these ugly girls think are delusional. Sorry, they are. When I say ugly, I mean personality, inside and out. I'm not really talking about really looks. I'm talking about like inside too. So, because we all have a different standard of what's beautiful and not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they gonna get upset and they gonna think like, oh, she doing that for attention. It's just you breathing, you know, because they probably seen a movie where a hot girl is breathing and the guys get their attention and whatnot. They also and because of that, they want other people to join forces with them to go against you, which you see a lot for you is an exotical Barbie. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that you can do is say, I stay unbothered and know how to play the game. Know how to play the game. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know how to play the game, you're going to make them look crazy. The objective of these games, which you're not really playing, but you are surviving, if that makes sense. This is for like, if you have to survive. I'm not saying like, if you could choose to leave, please leave. You know what I'm saying? If you could choose to leave, please leave from those spaces. But I'm talking about to the girls that can't. I was gonna say, yeah, because this can help you to like survive. If that makes sense. Also, too, with that being said, I'm kind of going for rant here, so I'm sorry. I'm probably going to make a part 2 video of this, but this is what I know so far for how they treat like the pretty exotical Barbies. Well, exotical Barbies are pretty. What the frick? Sorry, exotical Barbies, and how they want you to be like them, like so they can feel completed. You know what I'm saying? So you won't hurt their insecurities, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Have you ever had this happen to you? Have you seen this before? You know, give me your story or whatever. Let me know. Comment down below. Like and subscribe for some more. Bye, Exotical Barbies.